Welcome back to 9446 Network for another diecast review, and I'm excited to bring back the spring break swing of NASCAR diecast reviews. And today, we're going to have Denny Hamlin's 2021 Sports Clips Throwback Paint Scheme from the Goodyear 400 at Darlington from 2021. Another throwback diecast. There are a bunch of throwback diecasts coming up for reviews, and even the throwback race is a couple races away in the Flashracer Cup Series. But today, we're going to be reviewing the Denny Hamlin throwback here. So, this is the only way you can get this car in the most decent quality possible, because Wave 13 had this car on the PTC mold. So I had to go out there and dish out the $8 just to get this car in decent quality. And I say decent because, look, we already got the window. Looks like it got chewed on by a rat, and this thing's not even out of the box. But it is what it is, though. We're going to get this thing out of the box, and limited adult collectible. Why? I don't see anything. Maybe I know why later, but we'll get this thing out of the box if I can. Forgot these are the Gold Series boxes. Well, that's the end of the box. Let's see if we can get the car out. There we go. That's the least we can do here. Right. Well, here's the diecast out of the box. Here it is, folks. Denny Hamlin Sports Clips Throwback. And right here, pretty interesting throwback. This looks like a Cale Yarborough throwback paint scheme with that red and white on there. But, of course, you probably can't tell because it still has the same number font as the regular Denny Hamlin cards. And is that a paint chip on the spoiler? Is that a gray paint chip on the spoiler? And you got another chip by the taillight. And whatever that is right there. Man, I barely started this video, and there's already a gray paint chip on the spoiler. God, man. Anyways, back to the video. I got number 11. You got Joe Gibbs Racing 30th anniversary there. You got Camry, Toyota. Sports Clips haircuts. You got Denny Hamlin's name with the Toyota logos there. You got K&N, Sunoco, Goodyear. You got the NASCAR salutes right there. NASCAR official race car, the throwback look to it. We got Sports Clips haircuts right there. Denny Hamlin. Let's see what we got here. Toyota, Offer Pad, Coca-Cola, FedEx, and JD Gibbs. The 11 right there. You got FedEx, Mag Tool, Sherwin-Williams, and that logo does not look lined up. You can tell right there the blue Sherwin-Williams, not even lined up with the white outline. Whatever that sponsor is, that's next to it. You got FedEx right there, of course, because it's the Denny Hamlin diecast, letting people know that this is driven by Denny Hamlin, so there's a FedEx logo on it. It's just like for Kyle Busch. And any Kyle Busch paint scheme that's not an M&M scheme still has M&M's logos on it. For this, it's a FedEx. Got Sports Clips haircuts right there, straight across the side in crashing letters. That looks very, very good. Of course, here we're back to the back of this thing again. We get to look at that glorious paint chip again. You got Sports Clips haircuts, which is crooked. You got the Toyota Camry, the rear view camera. 11, kind of chewed up by like two little weird chips right there. Well, the other one came off. God, I don't know why paint sticks to your fingers from these cars in the factory. The white box Toyota logo right there. Help a hero. Unfortunately, Lionel wasn't able to help this diecast. You got Hamlin right there and Sports Clips haircuts. So, for the paint scheme review, they spray painted the car red before putting the white decals on. This is pretty much an inverted. I mean, I don't remember the exact Cale Yarborough car this was doing a tribute to, but to me, this looks very familiar to the Days of Thunder paint scheme, but it's inverted and all the colors are different. And of course, the roof has the secondary color, or the primary in this case, because they painted it red. So it starts out all red, and it has the stripes swishing this way, and it goes across the back, but the entire sides of the roof are all painted white, up to where the NASCAR salutes to Denny Hamlin, all the way to the FedEx right there. And the top of it is all red. So it started out red in the front here, as you could tell, and then it goes into the red roof, and then the red back. And the back is pretty interestingly wrapped, because the white continued all the way to the rear quarter windows. When the red started to swoop across the side, it continues, it goes all the way to the window, the rear quarter window, and then it just continues all the way to the back. All red. But you have your black splitter right there, your black spoiler, which has a paint chip on it, And of course, you got the throwback wheels. And for your numbers, the roof has the black outline with the white number fill-in, and the sides have the black outline with the red number fill-in. And the front has it the same way it is on the roof and on the back. So it's a pretty simple die cast here. Very simple retro paint scheme. I mean, this car, when you look at this paint scheme, you automatically know this is a Darlington throwback. When I look at this car, that's the vibes I got off of it. I knew right away I was looking at a Darlington throwback. I mean, it definitely screams Darlington with the red and the white and the retro styling. In fact, Sports Clips introduced this whole idea in around 2011 or 2012. They showed up with a Cale Yarborough throwback. That seems to be their favorite drivers, like Bill Elliott and Cale Yarborough. Those seems to be the favorite drivers for the Sports Clips thing to do throwbacks to. And then Darrell Waltrip, of course. I do recall a diecast from 2016 that had some type of Waltrip type of paint scheme. Details are kind of fuzzy, obviously, but the Sports Clips cars always have pretty interesting throwbacks. But of course, this paint scheme did not have the accurate font of the car that it's doing a throwback to. They did the same 11 car, which I do wish they changed the font. That would have made this slightly better. But it's not bad. I like this car. And again, you have that massive underspray underneath the splitter and 2 paint chips underneath the splitter for $8. Incredible, folks. Simply incredible. I do find it interesting that this car was spray painted red first. I do kind of like that because now the red can stand out very well. And it's a brightish, darkish red. It's like a mix between those two. In real life, you're definitely going to tell what type of red this is. But on camera, it does kind of mess around with the red a little bit. Not going to lie to you, it does. And is that another mark underneath the freaking sport logo and Sports Clips haircuts? Oh yeah, by the way, that box that had limited adult collectible, from what I've heard about this company, and I've known, because I don't really know a lot about Sports Clips, but from what I'm seeing, it's basically a Hooters for haircuts. Yeah, take that for what you will, from what I've seen. But yeah, that's probably why it has the limited adult collectible on there. So take that for what you will. But this diecast is pretty interesting. Thank God I got this in the Gold Series and it didn't sell out on me. But this car here in the PTC mold was not worth it because it's on the crappy mold. The wheels looked like dog bleep. And the letters of that car were boxy. This here is how the 11 should look. That is how this should come out like. That's how the 11 should look. It should not be as boxy and bulky as it was. I mean, how the heck did they mess it up as bad as they did for the Wave 13 car? I mean, I can't even think of why they would do it as bad as they've done it. I mean, thank God we got this in the EL mold already. So, and there's 2 more paint chips on the roof sails right there. So before I notice any more things, I'll give you guys a 360 view and end the review. So here's the front right here, here's the hood, here's the right side, here's the back, the deck lid, the roof, the left side, and the chassis of the car. And the left side is the same as the right. So there you have it, folks. That is the Denny Hamlin throwback right here. This car, if you're a Denny Hamlin fan, definitely pick this one up. If you have a diecast series and need more throwbacks, feel free to throw this one in. As long as you don't get the PTC mold Wave 13 of this car. As long as you don't get that one, I think you're going to be good. So thank you guys for checking out this diecast review. Comment, like, and subscribe for more diecast reviews and more content on this channel. We're at 28 subscribers. So we're kind of going back and forth, I've noticed, between 28 and 29. So let's try to get up to 30. That should be the goal for us here. But thank you guys for checking out this diecast review. Comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next diecast review. And always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecast.